I know the man.
Yes, let us just let's
get one voice.
They are also human beings. They have fun.
They wanted to be in the court, but somehow they got fenced. Some eventually got to know. This was like early stage and all that. We don't want problem. We don't want your problem, man. Please, stay here. You cannot go, you know. However, there is this press conference or press release. I know you don't like listening to these guys or something, but I kind of want you to listen to the wardens. It's the wardens, what they are saying. Now, from what they are saying, they get the drift, where the message is coming from and where the intention is going. It's not hard. And it is Arabambi. It didn't show up in court today. Oh. It's like they downsized in preparation for whatever was going to happen in that court today. I want you to listen to this. It's a long listen, okay? Please. And you can still like the broadcast if you haven't already. We are currently over 3,200, right? So if half of you decide to pay their offerings, right, that will take us to over 1,500, 1,700. So maybe we should do that, right? Hang on. Let's go to outside that court again before I take you to Arabambi's nonsense, okay? Outside that court, a guy who is, they say he's from Oshun, but lives in Ibadan, a Yoruba guy, woke up this morning on this issue of this drug baron, drug dealer, drug this, it cannot be our president, cannot be our this and that people are saying everywhere. And I've told you this, that a lot of Tifnumbu supporters, they see obedience, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are Hausa, whether you are Fulani, whether you are Igbo, whether you are Ijaw, wherever you come from and you are one of these obedient. According to the Lagos Abobakus, this APC, Egbekegbe, especially the xenophobic Yoruba APC, Egbekegbe, every obedient is Igbo. Unagoyeramo. You are, I mean, a lot of you have seen bigotry before. A lot of you are currently experiencing it and you are so alarmed. Abi, you are going to see what a weaponized bigotry means when Kolu is sworn in. All of you will understand better what is called weaponized bigotry, weaponized xenophobia. Now, to them, whether your name is Mayegun General, it doesn't matter. That you are Yoruba, it doesn't matter. If you therefore say you are supporting Obi, you are obedient, you are Igbo. Your mama na Igbo or your papa na Igbo. Somebody, one of your family generations, if you don't get any generation, we get any connection with it, they will manufacture one for you. Even if you are Hausa, Fulani, anywhere you come from, all this you have seen so far, Nigerians who have rejected these criminals and terrorists. So they narrow it down. Anything obedient is Igbo. And look at this young guy. He woke up this morning, 7:07 a.m. Ninu Aye, and he tweeted this. Let's kill all the Igbos. Let's flush them out of Yoruba lands. I hate these people with passion. They are violent people. They are worst. They hate us. Let's hate them without holding back. This is an institution, xenophobia. You are about to see it properly. Let us chase the Igbos out of Yoruba land. The Igbos hate us. Let us hate them back. A young man woke up early in the morning because of APC, because of politics. He slept and woke up. And guess what? There are so many like him. Baba, nice one, Jare. Don't worry. Wait till Ashiwaju come in. We are going to show them. We'll send them all out of Abba. I said something about self-preservation. We need to preserve our land. We need to preserve. The Igbos are coming to take our land. This and I've done so many series on it too. When I was doing them, some people thought I was doing that in order to be in the good book of the Igbos. I said, ignorance is so costly. Very, very costly. Ignorance. A lot of you think what Nigeria has become right now, somehow, by going about with ethnic identity, religious identity, they are likely going to spare you from the consequences of this bad leadership that you have in Nigeria, the bad governance, and in fact, the divided Nigeria you have today. Identity politics, identity, they won't save you. They don't save anybody. Whether you are Muslim or Christian, you are meeting or your untimely death in the hands of different criminals that are not even being arrested or prosecuted for their crimes. They are being rewarded for them. Whether you are from the south or you are from the north or you are from the east, you are facing the same palpable, extinction, the fear of extinction in the hands of those criminals who are supposed to keep you safe, and they don't give a damn. You're actually like, we are facing different life-threatening, consequences in Nigeria in different ways. So whether you are Christian or Muslim, whether you are from the north or from the south, whether you are Yoruba or not, whether you are Yoruba or Igbo, everybody is having his own share in a ruined, destroyed, mismanaged, impoverished Nigeria. So self-preservation starts from wealth redistribution. Today in Yoruba land, the 5 Yoruba or 6 Yoruba states that we have today, we have numbers of millions of our own supposedly educated young children who are currently jobless, living in poverty. A lot of those who have become political vuvuzelas, they have become political vuvuzelas because of the crumbs that they either promised or they are getting from these criminals, which is indeed due to the poverty, consequences of a bad governance. So nobody is actually spared. You are not spared. So wealth redistribution means when the wealth of the land is in the hands of the sons and daughters of the land, and they are benefiting from it to the point that even visitors are thankful and grateful that they are partaking in that sort of a beautiful wealth created by those rogues. But that's not what you have in Yoruba land. That's not what you have. They turned you to agberos. They turn you to political ushers, vuvuzelas. They turn you to, most of you, they turn you to suffering and smiling sufferers, even abroad. That if you have a chance, if Nigeria is better, if Yoruba land is better, you won't be in abroad right now. You will not be in America. I won't be in the UK. Sure you get? But the resources and the goodies of the land is in the hands of the few that has kept the rest of you enslaved by offering you peanuts every now and then to make you just kind of stay alive, don't die yet. You are poor. You are supposed to be kind of, in the midst of a plenty. You are poor. And you don't know that the only people you are protecting are those criminals who have stolen everything from you. Look at how you are living. Where is the wealth of Yoruba land in your lives? How can you differentiate Yoruba versus those who are not Yorubas by saying, oh, they have special privilege, because they are Yorubas? Yoruba politicians are the multi-billionaires. not the Yoruba businessmen, not those who are actually like creating jobs or should be creating jobs, contributing to your economy. They are not those who are the billionaires. Your politicians are the billionaires who have nothing, absolute nothing of value they are adding. When you go to so many places that you will never believe, you'll find Yorubas. Yorubas are there, hacking it out, suffering, struggling, trying to just get something because they've run away from Nigeria. So where is the wealth of Yoruba land in the hands and the lives of all of you? Even you who are APC, Egbekegbe, where is the wealth of the land? Where is that special privilege being Yoruba that makes you different from the rest of Nigeria? Or self-preservation is preservation of the stolen wealth of your criminal leaders, Abi? That turned you to Yoruba Ronu, Yoruba Ronu. The really Ronu that you should have to Ronu is to Ronu about your lives. What are you doing with your lives? What are you doing? Have you kind of lost it completely that this is the only thing you have left? Shouting about APC, shouting about PD because, you know, apart from that, you are done for. They've taken everything from you. Anyway, it's a matter of a choice anyway. So there are those who are, no matter how bad it is, they are ready and willing to get paid. Are you with me? Look at this one, so they probably can't even read what are, I mean, all those things are written on those, you know, cards or boards. But they offer them for 500 naira. 500 naira. Look at them, young people in Abuja, Almajiri, Abuja, to go and stand in front of the appeal, I mean, the tribunal and say, God sent Tifnumbu to be president. Anybody that is against him is against Allah, is against God. When they were done, one of them just sat there like, see my life. Is this my life? 8 years of Bokwari. These were the usual images. Poor people defending their oppressors inside Abuja because they are jobless, they are beggars, they are everywhere. So if you need them, just get your truck, go there and park them. If you want people to help you attack those who are peacefully protesting, they are in Abuja and all over the place. Now you're going to see all the sewage rats, the sewage dwellers who are going to begin to rattle your Abuja. You will see it. Wait for it. Well, that's just by the way. Okay. That is, like I said, I want to have you listen to Arabambi's rant. I know you won't like it. Some of you will be like, man, go remove him. I've told you, please just listen to what he's saying to have an idea. Who is the piper dictating the tune? And what is the message, the intention? They say alibi, intention, or motive. Abi, let's go listen. The credit for this clip is, the credit for this clip is for the Viable TV. You can see them on YouTube too. Viable. You see their logo on.
For a party that was removed by Abure in conjunction with Mr. Peter Obi immediately after our primary, succeeded in Kano today to nullify all primary done by Labour Party in Abia and Kano. And by implication, I know this will definitely affect the sole government candidate that we have. And the reason was that Abure, as the then chairman, refused to submit membership register to INEC 30 days before the primary. It was an ex parte motion application brought by one Haruna Ibrahim. He used to be our chairman in that place before he was removed. And I think the man went to court, to ventilate the tanga. This is quite unfortunate, because this is the only governorship candidate this is the only governor that we have in Labour Party. And yet, due to this attitude of Abure, in conjunction with Mr. Peter Obi, to just be toying with people aspiration, with people good intention for the party, this has cost us greatly. As I speak, they did not present any lawyer to represent Labour Party in Federal Court Kano. They did not, because when you have committed such crime, they ought to be sniffing around the court to know those, at least, who will, be attacking them. Also, they were in Kano today to submit an ex parte application against a Bachovu Lamida Apapa-led executive, where they want the court to set aside the judgment of FCTI court. I kept wondering, Abure that called himself a lawyer, running up and down, against what they call for this forum shopping. You are in Benin, he filed a motion ex parte, he knew he had made a mistake, only for him to run to Kano. Kano, where we have our head office in Abuja here, he ran to Kano through one Raji and a pastor as the chairman of the party there. And we got wind and we asked our lawyer to appear. We are now being told to put on notice, though that their ex parte application has failed. Also, they filed an application that we should not be allowed to touch the money in Zenith Bank. By themselves, they know they have their reason. And it's part of what is causing problem in Labour Party. Himself and PO snatched away $15 million of Labour Party money. And that was the reason why, up to today, PO stood by Abure. So how could you from here run to Kano, seeking an ex parte application to stop Bachovu Apapa from taking over that account that belongs to Labour Party? But they have been told to put us on notice. We will expose. Our lawyer has just, gotten the document. He's on his way to Kano. We don't want to expose him so that they will not go and kidnap him on the way. But once he gets to Abuja, everything will do another press conference to show all of you that they have a sinister motive for them. We are operating UBA account, and suddenly they went to open another Zenith Bank account that all of us are not privy to. But only for them to run to court in Kano to prevent us, even when they have filed appeal against the one in Abuja here, they have already appealed the dismissal of the preliminary objection they raised against the ruling of the FCTI court. But we were shocked to hear that they have filed an appeal against the dismissal of their preliminary objection. So what we are saying is this, that we are now at the verge of losing the only governor that we have due to gross incompetence of Abure, the suspended national chairman, in connivance with Mr. Peter Obi, because they were the one that were toying with all the northern states then. All of you remember, in the constitution of the presidential campaign committee, all the northern states, they put a southeast man as the coordinator and a northerner as the deputy coordinator. This was what causes us to lose all the governorship candidates, the Senate, the rep, before the election to APC and PDP, in Kano, in Jigawa, in Bauchi, in Yobe, in Zamfara, in Sokoto, because all these people, they ventilated their anger that why will you put a non-indigene of their state above them? Is it because the northerners are not qualified? But today, they are seeing it because we just need to break the news before they will now begin to twist facts to the public that Abure has made Labour Party to lose that single governor that we have in Nigeria now. That is Alessoti of Abia, because the Federal Court in Kano has ruled that we did not comply with the electoral that said you ought to submit your membership register to INEC 30 days before primary so that they will know it is your member that elected your representative. But these are the things we failed to do because Abure was busy collecting money, our money, to his personal account. In Quota with Mr. Peter Obi. That is, the breaking news. Now, on the issue of the court tomorrow, we have received threat from the following people. Kennedy Anotu, I stated his number in that press conference. Prince Jude Ejike, Honorable Imeje Ikeshuku, and one Omaba. The threat center around them wanting us not to come to court tomorrow, else will be killed. So we are only alerting the Inspector General of Police because we are going to attend that court. Every one of you saw what happened there yesterday. We are going to attend that court. They can carry out their plan to assassinate us because we know that Obi himself is supposed to conduct himself in a civil manner. When you are in a party and you don't want to respect the leadership, just like as he did in PDP, he did that in ABGA, and now he's doing in Labour Party. When you don't want to respect the constitutional authority, we on our part, we will also not, give him that respect. On the issue of Abure, he must know that when an order is given, like the one order of on the 5th of April, that order must be respected, and you are not the one to choose which order you are going to respect. And they filed a preliminary objection to our suit, which was dismissed May 12th. All the 4 grounds were dismissed by the court. By implication, the order subsists that Abure remains suspended. But we were all shocked yesterday that a man in the like of Peter Obi, we are in court to seek justice, yet we have the audacity to be disrespecting the order of the FCC court. If the people issue to court, at the end of the day, if we are able to win, and they are now calling for the head of Nigeria, I don't know what he wants to say. It's the same Abure that was with him yesterday, claiming, to be chairman of the party by sending one representative that has been suspended, by our party. Every candidate, the night they did in Asaba is also null and void because it was done against an FCC court that had not been set aside. And until another that was made by a court, until when it's set aside.
I know. It's annoying, yeah? I mean, I want you. And that's sometimes why I do say ahead of time that this is going to be a long one, but it is actually for you to take a moment to look at him. Like, take a long look at him when he was talking. He said Abure has $15 million of Labour Party money in a bank account somewhere. He didn't present the account number or the name of the bank. I mean, well, I think he presented the name of the bank. $15 million from who? Donated by Obedient Abi, given to. He said that is the reason why Peter Obi is holding on to Abure, because of $15 million. He also said, I'm still going to play another part, so that's why I said, I know it may be annoying. But if he gets you angry, your anger is legitimate. Yeah, get angry right now. As you're watching that video, get angry, get raging. But don't tell me to take the video off, because the purpose of your rage is going to be seen through the guy like this. And he said it so clearly. Yeah, because of what Abure did. It's even the money is part of the reason why we are fighting. Because of what Abure did, now we are going to lose the only governor that we want on our platform. This is somebody who went in Ogun State and publicly said they have a governorship candidate, Labour Party in Ogun State. He publicly went on, because of money, to endorse the current governor. And he said, whatever all of us here, 3 of us here, do and say about Labour Party in Ogun State is final. The same Arabambi. Do you see how many microphones they put in front of him? That is what your money do if you have your real backers. If to say, now me say I want to do press conference, will you see that amount of a microphone in front of me? Who I be? My friend, go and sit down. But as you are right now, the money they are using to run this whole thing, the whole media coverage, the whole media attention and appearances, they are not cheap. Sure you get. And that's why he's putting enough. And he said they are coming for Peter Obi. In fact, Peter Obi is the reason. He's not respecting leadership of the party. Peter Obi they are raising accusation upon accusation upon accusations. And then you ask yourself, what is your end goal? Like, what do you really want to gain? It's just to make sure that. And he also kept saying there's something Arabambi. Let me tell you this, in case if you have not noticed though. He continued to drop that tribal card, just like APC do. Did you hear where he said all of the Labour Party's campaign coordinators in northern Nigeria, they were all Igbos, and they now made northerners the vice and deputy campaign. Did you see where he dropped that? Just to let you know that obedience is about Igbo. I told you that before. That's the lines of APC. Obedient, anything Obi is Igbo. This one is the Labour Party member. Gaslighting his own party member too. Sure you get. The same criminal that we have his video, where he publicly, anti-party, No shame. But did you see all the issue on his neck and all of that? I'm going to make you watch the rest. I know. It is not to get you bored. It is to validate your anger. Whatever anger you have against Nigeria or against the system or whatever it is, including against this charade, videos like this is to legitimize that anger, to let you know that your anger is real. Because how did you end up in the hands of this charlatan after all of your effort, obedience? So your anger is genuine. And with your anger, rage, I think that's where the fire is. That is where the passion is. That is what has been keeping many of you. Yeah. The reason why you joined in the first place, the reason why you saw so many others got killed. Listen, the reason why you saw the decision you made to say, oh yeah, I want to save Nigeria. But Nigeria is now like showing you. And now you are seeing all the actors who are perpetuating that. Your anger is legitimate. It's genuine. This is the other part. I want you to pay attention to what he is saying. For a moment. Hang on. I need to say a very big thank you to Olowo. Olowo, my own person from Ohio. I got your message. 100 pounds towards my camera. Thank you. And that's on my my PayPal. So if you are still watching, right? We currently have nearly 3,500 of us on YouTube, over 400 on Facebook. Okay, so if you haven't really liked this broadcast, use this moment and like it. If you have somebody like myself who need to make another cup of tea, of course you can indeed use that as a break. Okay, let's go back to Arabambi.
Over the person that was there as a placeholder. He did not. And that was the reason why he and the National Secretary forged that certificate in court. They forged the affidavit, they forged the seal of the court, they forged the commissioner for own signature. And most importantly, I wouldn't believe it that Abure can produce his own treasury, TSA, the treasury single account. If he did his own, produce the receipt by himself and now deceive INEC, upon which INEC now substituted his name. He went to High Court. He won Federal High Court. Abure appealed to Court of Appeal. They lost. They appealed to Supreme Court and they lost. Only 3 days after, for our president candidate to go on here, specifically on Arise TV, to claim that we don't have candidate in Ebonyi. That is wrong. You don't make a pronouncement over president of Supreme Court. Obi did not have that power. We do not want such characters in our party. You don't come and be disrespecting court order. We have the video where he went on that we do not have candidates in Enugu and Ebonyi. What was the reason? And do you know that in Enugu we lost with less than 300 votes in Enugu, despite all his attacks, asking people to go and vote for PDP. Even Aisha Yesufu, I saw a video yesterday. She supported the Apapa candidate against Labour Party. So they have lost all moral to ever comment on each of Labour Party, because I saw a video yesterday castigating the old man, calling the old man all manner of name. And lastly, I'm very concerned, if Obi said he doesn't know our national chairman, so be it. But we know that I and him, the national leader and others, were the people that conducted his primary for him at our next meeting in Asaba. So if he said he doesn't know, that means he's not a member of our party. He can continue to be dilly-dally with that comedian, Kenneth Okonkwo, because we know him as a comedian. You know, when he go on here, he thought maybe they have roll out on set at one scene two. He doesn't even know now he's in the political arena. It's just for him to now be talking what he doesn't know. So, Mr. Kenneth, this is not Nollywood. This is political party. Don't begin to roll your at once in one. In our political party, whatever you don't know, come and learn from us. Not just for you to be calling, casting aspersion on our national chairman, calling him all manner of names. That is not tolerated here. That can be done with your producer, because you know that it is a film that will come to an end. But this is a political party. We are not doing comedy here. We are not doing our dakeri here. This is a serious political business. So you need to mind your language, the one you are going to use in our party. And I know, I just found out that you are just 4-year-old at the back for 15 years. I'm even your senior. As far as this thing is concerned, I know I have prosecuted over 260 cases. How many has he handled? I'm not a lawyer. But he was just 4 years at the bar. So he should go and learn the ruling from a lawyer or for even we litigants that have prosecuted cases successfully for Labour Party. So that is just, this is why we call you for the gentleman of the press to understand why Abure must go and why Peter Obi must get himself away from Abure, because it is a court of competent jurisdiction that restrain Abure, that restrain Farouk, that restrain Ojuku, that restrain Olusegun. He cannot choose which law to obey and which one to disobey. And lastly, something happened in the election petition tribunal yesterday, which I want all of us to take note because we are inside there. It is unfortunate that the lead lawyer to Mr. Peter Obi will write letter to INEC that they don't have 1,500,000 to pay, knowing fully well that the pre-hearing session will terminate on Sunday. I repeat, pre-hearing session will terminate on Sunday, and that means if we fail to do the needful, our petition will be dismissed. Now, what would 13SCN, what would they be doing since April 17, when they were asked to meet INEC to collect all necessary documents, only for their lead counsel to tell the whole world yesterday that, oh, I've just been able to get 30% of the process. Now, what was he doing? The INEC, the lead counsel, said they invited him on Friday. He said he was in a party. They asked them to come on Monday. Learned Sick, Professor Ananaba, and one other person went on behalf of them. They stormed out of the meeting. Tuesday, they did not show up, only for them to come to court on Wednesday. And I put it on record in the court. Professor the Levy was asking the court for an extension, which the court has ruled over yesterday, that they will not extend it in line with the electoral, that pre-hearing session will only take 14 days. Now, on Sunday, that's the end of 14 days, and they told them court will not sit on Sunday. Everything will now end on Saturday. Today.
Okay, I think I should stop him here. Now, I understand what you say when you say he's annoying. Like when you hear somebody so lying to the point that it's like his teeth are so bigger than his mouth. Like that. Of course, it can be very annoying. I have picked few things he said, and I'm just going to try and quickly just give you the true side of it as well, okay? These are like publicly available information, right? He said Peter Obi went on TV to say they have no candidates. Labour Party has no candidates in Enugu and Ebonyi. Now, that can be very, very insulting. That is not even annoying. It's insulting for somebody like that to kind of boldly and repeatedly, say things like that. Then he's also saying something about the INEC and Peter Obi's lawyers concerning what they should pay for the document. A lot of you who are here, you actually know what happened. That INEC has been playing the hide and seek, from those who are the petitioners. And it's been in the news for months now after the election. A lot of you here know that, Abi. It was just on Monday, this Monday, that for the first time, we heard that they want to charge them 1.5 million naira before they can give them the documents. Now, nobody said they can't pay the money. They said if they have to pay the INEC the money, after 5 court judgments said INEC should give them the documents. 5 court order. INEC didn't obey. Finally, they released maybe 1/4 of it. Right? And they even asked them, if you want us to pay, we'll pay you. But it's just that the information are not there. Arabambi knows that. Unfortunately, he's just there lying like somebody will swallow, goat teeth. And Atifku, it was even Atifku that said, they are asking for 1.5 million. We'll give them the money, but they must also promise that they will give us 100% of the documents. Sure you get. Anyway, but when talking about Enugu, we know that what happened in Enugu was meant to happen in Abia. But for the sheer luck of the woman who happened to be the returning electoral officer for Abia, there would never have been any Abia governor-elect of Labour Party. You know the story now. in Enugu. Peter Obi was in Enugu, even after he lost his own election, or after his own rigging and all that. Oh. Peter Obi was in Enugu with that Edoga many times. I've got clips of some of them. And for somebody who kind of... Now, you can now hear, like I told you, that just listen to the wordings and you'll be able to understand where he is really going. He kept saying, Peter Obi is not a member of their party. Peter Obi is not a member of our party. He cannot come and destroy our party like he destroyed PDP. The gloves are off already. Sure you get. And we don't want Peter Obi to kill our lawyer. We are sending to Kano. So which simply means, as it is right now, it's a matter of days, not even weeks, before the full naked dancing in public will be up. But let me take you to that Enugu. In January, before the election, this was Obi in Enugu. A throwback, just for you.
As we are here at Michael Opera Square, where the presidential candidate of the Labour Party is arriving here this minute, and they are ready to welcome him. You can see the Mamas Club here. They are here filled to the brim at Michael Opera Square, and we expect that he has just landed at the Michael Opera Square. As you are watching our live update, you can see how it's happening here. Live at Michael Opera Square. As you are joining Amoko TV, you can tell us where you are joining us from. Share this video. Let it go viral. The man of the moment, the man of the people, he is here, and you can see the crowd. Share this video. Let it go viral. Share this video. Let it go viral. Let it go viral. Let it go viral. He is here. The man of the people. Tell us how you feel about it. Tell us how you feel. Share this video. Share this video. Let it go viral that he's here. The man people have been waiting for. You can see that the people left their seats and where they are and moved down. You can see the man of the moment, Mr. Peter Obi, is here. He has arrived. The man of the moment is here. There is going to be a kind of a stampede today at Opera Square. The crowd cannot be controlled by the security agencies. You can see how happy the Nigerians are, how they feel about everything that is happening. The crowd cannot be controlled by the security agencies. As you can see, how it's happening live here. Tell us how you feel and share this video too.
And even talking about, inside the town, that's a Enugu after the February election, right? It was back in March, precisely 10th of March, to mobilize for the Labour Party candidate in Enugu, the Edoga. Let me show you. I think, walking on the street, two of them. Sorry. That's Obi and Edoga. I don't know if I pronounced that right, okay? I'll show you another one. Where this is not them just walking on the street, okay? On the street as well. Take a look.
You're blocking me. We go. Hey, what?
You don't think when you don't hear that noise last, eh? OB, LUP, 75, LUP, 76. You don't tell me. Some of you should have missed that. Oh, it was like wild west that time. You guys intimidated these people beyond anything. You scared them beyond their belief. Eh? You riled them. They became so scared what life would be like without power. Therefore, they decided to just do everything criminally possible to avoid that. You scared them everywhere, every corner. In that same Enugu, that is where you retired the Ebano senator. Chimaroke, no, is that Chimaroke? Yeah, Chimaroke. Chima. They humbled him, obedient, humbled him in Enugu. That same Enugu is what Arabambi is using as Peter Obi supporting PDP candidate or supporting this. And it's ridiculous, but my time is almost fast spent, so I'll leave that to the rest of you. But in Ebonyi, do you want to see what that looked like in Ebonyi? I'll show you. January this year, before the election, this was to be there. I don't like sounds like that. They kind of come with all this, sneaky copyrighted sound. You just sneak into it. I'll show you something else. This was him after the election, and it was in the same Ebonyi. It's just some cars, okay? Just to show you that somebody like Arabambi, we don't know where they're going to end, but these are the characters who have made it possible for the crooked criminal establishment in Nigeria to last this long too. They are there. They are the willing to. They do the bidding. They do all the damages. They do all of that for the big for the big men. This.
Wait.
Thing seems like years ago, all of that happened just a few weeks ago. If I want to use weeks, I can say some weeks back, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 3 months, and it seems like it's like last year ago, long time ago. That is why the Stockholm syndrome in Nigeria is very powerful. Because a lot of things will just take your mind away from it. It's just going to be like, but that one don't pass now. Another one with the talk now. I am going to be reminding you. That was the movement that shook Nigeria for 10 months. That was the movement that had the enmity you are seeing and all this attack on obedience you are seeing today. a lot of people just became suddenly, like it became something like it was the right thing to just hate them. It's either you feel like they are too proud. They are feeling like they have won election. They are feeling like they are this or that. You know what I mean? People just don't like those who don't like them. They just don't want to like them because they feel like they are too confident. They are just too confident. We didn't know that they knew their numbers. They have all their numbers. They would have destroyed all this establishment beyond repair, beyond anything called recover. They would never have recovered if they allowed it to go through. But today they will tell you, how is he expecting to win? If I begin to show you some of their videos back then, just flashback, just to refresh your mind and see what you know what I mean? But today they are going to begin to change the story. People like Lamidiots, Pampas, and this Arabambi too. Anyway, I just touch that one. And it's just by the way. You know what they call by the way? It's just by the way. One more thing before I start taking calls, okay? One more thing. Look at these two. The one on the left is the governor of Zamfara. The one on the right is the EFCC chairman. The one on the right is accusing the one on the left that spending just 4 years in power, he has already stolen over 72 billion naira. So the guy on the right is now telling the guy on the left that we are going to arrest you when you no longer have immunity this month. Now the guy on the left is now accusing the guy on the right that he is only coming after him because he didn't pay him $2 million bribe. There are other people who have stolen money. Why is he not going after them? You see, the guy on the left is APC member. He was one of those accused of stockpiling money for election. He is one of the reasons why Bokwari and gang said they are changing Nigeria money. Sure you get. In fact, he was accused of personally stockpiling 22 billion, if not more. Zamfara. The man that said Zamfara gold is for Zamfara people. Bayelsa oil is for Nigeria. It's for all of us. But Zamfara gold is for Zamfara people. So he said, this guy is threatening to arrest him because he was against Bokwari's monetary policy, changing of money. So just a few days ago, he told Bokwari not to grant Emefiole the study leave. That it was a plot, it's a plot by Emefiole to run away because Tifnubu will arrest him, whatever that means. And in response, they said he should mind his business and face his own case with EFCC after his tenure. So today he came out and he said, they are coming after me because I work against the Akaba that wanted to stop Tifnubu. So his enemy is coming after him. Baba, you stole 70 billion. You're mad, ni? They say you stole 70 billion. You say that because you be enemy, your enemy are coming after you. Show. Which be all of this? Show on. Exactly, that's exactly how I feel. But it's Nigeria. So that's that. Which means the Zamfara people, 92% poor. Population of Zamfara, I don't know the population, okay? But out of the population of Zamfara, 92% of them are living in extreme poverty. Extreme, Neo. That one is like a junior brother to, what am I saying? 92% are living in multi-dimensional poverty. Only a more extreme. You know when you have prayer point and say, Father Lord, I am tired of eating gari. I want to start eating agbado. Heavenly Father, I am tired of wearing slippers, bathroom slippers. I want to start wearing palm slippers. You know all those prayer points where you begin to pick. Multi-dimensional. You could just hand everything to God and say, God, you know my problem. Just solve them. I don't know where to start. 92% of Zamfaras are living in multi-dimensional poverty. That's the senior brother of extreme poverty. Poverty get grades in Nigeria. Multi-dimensional is the one in the front. Now that one's sucking majority. Others are just living off. Zamfara. Their former governor, Yari, stole over 60 billion. He's being chased by EFCC, but he's a senator from Zamfara. He's the one who paid 250 million naira, buying 250 books that he will never read, gave the money to Malamu from his own loot from Zamfara. Scratch my back, I scratch yours. Now, this guy, they have accused him of stealing 70 billion, almost 70 billion, in a state of 92% poor. I will just leave everything. I will leave everything inside me. Anything because I mean, how do you explain that? And tomorrow you will see people that will stand up and say, is his enemy is he the only person that stole? Is he the first person that stole? My friend, let us be honest, Jerry. The man tried in Zamfara. You want to see what he did in Zamfara? You see, on Mayegun's diary political, when I look back and I see my friends, do you know what I feel like? When people say, Mayegun, I love what you are doing. You are doing a great job, right? So to me, when I turn off the camera, you know what I feel like? I'm like, we have not even started, though. Whatever you have seen so far, now one more, I have known you for 9 years. You are still going to know me for another 9 years. If you have known me for 10 years, you are still going to know me for another 10 years. Whatever you have known in the last 5 years, in the last 4 years, in the last 8 years, Baba, warm up, Neo. According to this afar, settle down. When everything come together, fire for fire like that. You see all those cowboy with double gun. That's how I go be. Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba. Listen to
If I wasn't say slow mo lowo, èmi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gamina, ó bí pa ti dé tán, àwọn tá jẹ́ start joko.
Àwọn ali muta.
Inte beja sin dáadáa ńlá ṣe, hajo hot ara wa ni.
Bí anara patako ilon.
Níbi ma hot yín pa.
Sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima.
Ìjọ́ tí mo ti ríra mi gbẹ̀yàn líle ni mi ìsìlẹ̀ ríra mi change, mo wá kúkú maintain level yẹn. Slow.
Shey you get? Ìjọ́ mo ti ríra mi bí èèyàn líle tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mi ilé change. Mo kúkú maintain ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Whatever you have known about Mayegun, this Mayegun is fire. Baba, now warm up o. Warm up ni o. Kọ́lọ̀ fún wa lẹ́mìí tó gùn. You get that? Tipa báyìí ni Ṣàngó fi ń fẹ́ràn bàtà. Tipa báyìí gan everybody máa fi like bàtà. Ìyí tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ká ṣe ní ti dáadáa yẹn. That good one of rejuvenating your mind with right information to stop hurting yourselves and the future of those who are going to come out of you. Slow-mo ni o. Slow-mo ni o. I'll go make another tea. Listen, like that broadcast. When I come back, I'll take few calls, okay? And yes, don't go anywhere. Slow-mo, afa mi.
If I wasn't say slow-mo lowo, èmi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gamina, ó bí pa ti dé tán. Àwọn tá jẹ́ start joko.
Àwọn ali muta.
Inte beja sin dáadáa ńlá ṣe, hajo hot ara wa ni.
Bí anara patako ilon.
Níbi ma hot yín pa.
Sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima.
Ìjọ́ tí mo ti ríra mi gbẹ̀yàn líle ni mi ìsìlẹ̀ ríra mi change, mo wá kúkú maintain level yẹn.
70 years old man.
Jesus is Lord. Jesus.
70 years old man.
Jesus is Lord. Jesus.
70 years old man.
Jesus is Lord. Jesus.
70 years old man.
Sorry for that delay, Baba. Hello there.